Chester won on Monday, January 6, 2014. Battling a bit of a sore throat here, I'm sure, as you can hear. So, pardon my voice, but let's get right into it. The Russell 2000 Index daily time frame. I think it's an important chart to really focus the video around tonight. Uh, Obviously, the Russell was a monster winner 2013. Those high beta small cap stocks, bull market monsters. In the final days of 2013, however, price simply became too extended, abnormally extended, I would argue, above the rising 200-day moving average. The relationship or the distance between price and the 200-day became too wide to persist unless we were going to see this real kind of dot-com like blow off top. And I think the light blue vertical line, which I've drawn for you, pretty much denotes that. Typically, when you see that spread become this wide, you get a reversion of some sort. That relationship kind of comes back to roost, at least somewhat. And what that means is, uh, what I should say is it doesn't mean that price has to come all the way down to the 200-day or that the 200-day has to come all the way up to price before the next big move occurs. It just means that you typically, again, see the two of them come back closer together. And I think we're seeing that so far. But to be clear, even with the Russell underperforming vis-a-vis the other major averages today, down a little bit less than 0.75%. Again, lagging today where the small caps in the Russell. You could see price is still comfortably above all of these daily chart moving averages: 20-day, 50, 100, 150-day, 200-day. So my point is, there's been no damage done yet, and it's still premature to say that we have to come down to the 200-day, but you don't want to just discount that, especially when we see the kind of action underneath the surface. I mean, you had a lot of kind of moving parts to the market today. Within Solar's, First Solar got sold aggressively. Solar City rallied sharply. So again, it's that kind of a market. But I want to really focus on that relationship while this is playing out. Now, it remains to be seen if it's just going to be like 2013. What happened in 2013 was each time the relationship got this wide in 2013, let's say, we could back test it throughout 2013. What would happen is we would get maybe a 5% dip tops, and it would be aggressively bought, and we V-shaped to new highs. So we'll see if that's what 2014 brings as well. But I think you'd be remiss not to consider other examples. What happens if the market follows Starbucks? Starbucks had a very steep uptrend, was a monster winner, still is really, but it became so extended from its 200 moving average back in November. It started to roll. It made a lower high back around New Year's Eve, and now look at it. It looks like it's continuing lower. Perhaps part of the reason why Starbucks has been selling is in sympathy to the rally in coffee. Now, again, I'm not arguing on a fundamentals basis that Starbucks needs cheap coffee. I'm sure they have plenty of long-term contracts locked in. Howard Schultz is a very savvy businessman, but the market does what it does, and oftentimes it can sell things out of sympathy. And if coffee, ticker symbol JOETN, is going to continue to rally, we're long this inside the 12641 trading service here at iBank Coin. Look, I would be looking to short Starbucks on weak bounces, Dunkin' Donuts, that kind of thing. Green Mountain looks like it's hanging in there. But my point is I'm bullish coffee here. Again, I'm expecting a test of the 200-day moving average at least. And I do think corn is something you can look at as well. Some of these beaten down soft commodities from 2011, 2012, 2013, they've been just dreadful for a long time. Friday, reversal candle, upside confirmation today on heavy buy volume. So I think you can have those names on your watch list. Into tomorrow, a couple other names worth watching. Nordic American Tanker Ships, that's an excellent job there. Outperformed its peers today. Marvell, MRVL, one of our members mentioned this today. That's a good look there. So we have plenty of actionable ideas flown inside our 12641 trading service. We had them going all day today. ALGN, Align Technologies, over today's highs, over 60. I think you can take a look at it on the long side. And look, I'm excited to get back at it with the group tomorrow inside 12631. I think we got a lot of interesting ideas across many different markets, by the way, that have the potential to be very, very good into the rest of the week. UNG, the ticker symbol for natural gas, was looking for it to get going, but hasn't given us that second leg higher yet. If it can clear, let's say 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 20, I think, then you could start to get a little more aggressive, or at least look to partial into it. But that's pretty much what I'm seeing here. It's a mixed tape. It's a mixed bag. You get some marquee leaders like Google that are still hanging in there, but names like Priceline and those kinds of issues, they just don't seem to have the broad-based gusto that we saw, let's say in the early parts or middle parts of 2013. So we're in a selective market while the extended indices are kind of reverting. Let's just kind of take what the market gives us. Maybe we can manufacture some nice wins and some of the beaten down commodities and select plays here and there.